It's the girl Harley, and I'll be loving my tarot reading. So we're going to get started. I've been really wanting to do this 3 card reading on somebody, and I guess nobody's interested because I haven't got any requests, but I got cool little stuff for them whenever they do request, especially if you just want to have more content on tarot readings. I mean, why not give it a try? I don't understand, but um, I'm going to be doing um a couple different readings today. I got all my paperwork. You got to excuse me. I am in college, so I love setting my things up um, for this. I think it's so cool. But um, the first card that um, I'm going to get started on, I like it. I think it is notable. It is the Wheel of Fortune card. And of course, everything I do, I type, I write myself, I type, I do the extensive research. I don't use anybody words. I don't uh, pedalize anything to where I have to copyright. I like my words, my own interpretation, especially from going and getting the certifications that I needed for this. People don't realize, but there is actually classes out there that are with the community colleges to do this. So our first card is the Wheel of Fortune card. And the central theme of the Wheel of Fortune tarot card is basically cyclical changes. So basically, the wheel keeps on rolling. It never stops. No one can escape this action, which can feel somewhat terrifying. No matter where we are, rising or falling, when one is balanced on the top of the wheel, there is the moment of crystal clarity. So when you're on top of that wheel, you have nothing but crystal clarity. And of course, if you do like the look of things right now, enjoy it while it lasts because it will change. Because again, the wheel keeps moving. And when the Wheel of Fortune card is reversed, it's suggested that you may have dropped from the heights and have been sent back to the beginning. Basically, that whole 5 steps forward, 10 steps back, that's basically what they're talking about. You got to start over with reframing your plans pretty much. You got to start from point A and come up with a new point B because it didn't work before. And this may feel like, you pretty much have hit rock bottom, but, think of it as a chance to renew yourself and, chart a path that you want to be able to choose and not what someone else just choose for you. That will really help you, be more compassionate as well. And, rise allow when the next person takes a nosedive. In the future, you might want to be a little more modest in your preparations. So think about how what you're going to do affects everybody around you. But on the reverse side, the Wheel of Fortune as a positive thing, the Wheel of Fortune advises you to follow the flow of events, meaning physical moves, spiritual awakenings, dramatical changes in your social patterns could arise. So, if you're one that's not too friendly, you might become real outgoing and want to be friends and etc. If you're one that is more outgoing and love creating friends or whatever you want to call it, you might be the one to not do that anymore. You might be a little bit self-absorbed and a hermit, should we say, if we're talking terror. Um, so, and accept these transformations. Don't let them be a downfall, per se. If it's something you're not used to, embrace it. This is a safe place for you to be at the end of the day. You are watched over and protected as you go around and around on that wheel. So you're fine with if it doesn't work out the way you want it to work out. It will go around again. You will learn a lot. That's the key thing in this is mistakes will happen, but you can learn from it. So you will also learn quickly, and what you absorb will benefit you for a long time to come. So, meaning that you don't have to wait because that long time coming is happening. Um, Another card that we're gonna learn today, and I am excited about, is the Hermit. I love this card because I am a hermit. The challenges of a hermit card, though, is to be recognizable, a teacher in a humble disguise. This this font of mysterious knowledge will not make it easy for the student to acquire his wisdom, as it takes time and long contemplation to fathom what he knows. He often speaks wordlessly or in ancient and barbaric tongues, communicating with the elements, animals, and natures itself. So basically, you will not understand it when the time has come to recognize the teacher that's in the humble disguise. That's the upright meaning. If you go into one of my previous videos, I understood. I made a whole um, pretty much scene about the difference between the upright and the downright cards. Um, it is not our position to make sure all the cards is upright. How we flip them is how we flip them, whether they're upright or downright. So, and it's really upright meaning the reverse meaning. It's not really downright, but that's just an easier way of holding it. So when the Hermit card basically is reversed from the upright position, you may be resisting the process of evolving towards a level of wisdom that sets you apart. Fear of the path is haunting you. It could be a fear of loneliness. So basically, fear is an acronym for false illusions appearing real. So they are not real. They are imaginary things we create in our head to make our little spider tingly senses go off. They are not real. They're not something that we need to worry about, but as humans, we make ourselves worried about that, which stinks. So, with that being said, try to remember that the, shamanic method for facing fears is to relax and open. I had to put that in there because you have to know when to hit fear head on, because again, it is false illusions appearing real. They're not real. They're these things that we create in our mind. And you got to let them semantic methods, you got to let them in and allow them to have their way for a while. You got to let it marinate on you to where it's all of you. This way you know them fully, and you will see them pass for their own accord. So they'll continue and they'll come back, and it'll be different waves, different ones. When there are no more surprises, you can move into a place of empowered action, meaning that you can move forward in your tarot reading life. So pretty much once you get past that method, there's something else that you're going to have to deal with, and it might be the Wheel of Fortune card. It might be um the magician card. It might be the sun. It might be the moon. You never know. So the hermit's pretty much advice position in this whole thing is the hermit advises that you think things through carefully. Um, be a hermit about it. Take forever. Be slower than molasses. The demands on you have been high, giving you scant time for reflection. Give that little bit of hermit time to reflect on yourself. See what you want to do in your life to increase your, empowerment. Um, you know, giving you scant time is giving yourself enough time to realize what you need to do. You know, um, while you have a gift for understanding the largest implications, um, involved, you need some private time to consider the steps to take in the future. So you gotta really realize when you want to move on to the next, whether it be a job, a relationship, your everyday task. You can really put this with anything that you have on. So you need some private time to consider the steps to take in the future. Everybody needs that. You need you yourself and you to decide. Nobody else for you, not a husband, not a wife, not a girlfriend, not a boyfriend, not a mother, a father, a sister, a brother. You have to decide when it's time for you. You can't just lock yourself in the room for 15 minutes and be like, okay, that's enough time. That's not enough time. Yeah, it might take days, it might take months, it might take years, to really, really figure it out. But you can take that time. It's you that stops you. Your subconsciously self stops you from evolving into the next spiritual awakening. You know, you need more secluded and time to assimilate and process. And, now may be the moment for you to tell everyone to leave you alone. When you are fully ready, you will be able and willing to give others what they need. So this is like a little bit of what I be researching, and if someone pulls this card, that's pretty much it's a little bit more in detail than this because this is kind of like the short and revised version that I wrote for this specific video. But I do know um that it can be kind of um a lot to take in at one time to really understand, what's going on in this tarot reading moment. And, a lot of people want to know, you know, why, what does tarot have to do with zodiac? And there's actually a specific thing that is called, it is called, there we go. I gotta fix my papers. It's actually called um it's called tarotology. So that actually covers your tarot readings and your astrology readings all in one. And I do those as well because Gaston College has a extracurricular class you could take when you're getting certain programs there. And whenever I was going there to get my program and to um, get a couple more certifications like my CRCs and just Microsoft and stuff like that, I decided to take that class, and it was an astrologer class, and it was astrology, and it was one of the most amazing classes I have ever took. and I do not regret taking it one bit. I wouldn't mind taking it again, um, just to get the textbook back. And I would actually pay for my textbook this time to where I don't have to give it back because I really do. I have a couple more that I simplified for you, but I'm going to leave that in the next video, just so I can break it down a little bit better. Because these next two, which is the Fool and the Magician, has so much to it, and it goes with several others. And a lot of these should I say, beginner tarot readers don't really get into none of the antics when it comes to the tarot cards. And I like observing everything that it has to do with the tarot cards, whether it's good, bad, I like it all. And, if it's negative, it's negative. If you get a negative reading, it's negative reading. That's just what it goes. Some people try to always reverse it, try to make it positive for the person so they'd come back. The people want the truth, give them the truth. And if you read something if one of their cards comes up and it's a negative tarot reading, tell them the truth. They want to know. That's the whole point of coming to you, is to get the truth. And that's what one of my conflict in it is with these tarot readers is a lot of them do not give you the accurate meaning of the tarot reading. And I understand why you want to be different, but still, I mean, it's a science. It comes down to a specific ology, and just like the Odyssey or Egyptianology, you can't change it. It's something that's there. It's always been there. It's written way before us. It's always been there. So we just got to keep that in self mind. But hit the like and subscribe button, and comment below if you want a tarot reading. I do free tarot readings, and as you can see, I fill out the form to see your tarot reading. It's a 3-card tarot reading, and you get other little perks as far as your actual full-on tarot reading. This is just a summary of the outcome of it, but you will receive a lot of good goodies in your stone rock, I should say. It's for your readings as well. So hit the like and subscribe and comment, and you will receive it. Make sure you comment that you want your tarot reading. If you comment that, then I know specifically. You gotta make sure you give some type of way of communication, whether it's a email address or whatever. So that way you can get all the printable benefits there is to this reading. And also a little bit more personal, so that way you can get things sent to you as far as your rock and things like that. So that way you don't have to post your address all over social media or whatever. So hit the like and subscribe, and check my next video out. We're reading about the Fool and the Magician, so that'll be the next one.